roll with Dre, everybody show me love. When you sell like Eminem, you get plenty of groupie love. Look, homie, ain't nothing changed. Roll down, G's up. I see exhibit in the cutting, man. Watch how I move, you mistake before I play up. Been hit with a but I don't walk with a limp. In the hood, in the LA, they saying 50, you hot. They like me, I want them to love me like they love pop. But holla in New York, for sure, they tell you I'm loco. And the plan is to put the rap game in the choke. I'm fully focused, man. My money on my mind, got a meal out the deal, and I'm still in the grind. Now shorty says she feeling my style, she feeling my flow. A girl from Wooded, they ready to find me in the club. Full of mama, I got what you need if you need to fill it. You can find me in the club. Full of mama, I got what you need if you need to fill it. I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug, get in the getting. My flow, my show brought me the dough that brought me all my fancy things. My crib, my cars, my clothes, my shoes. Look, homie, I done came up and I ain't changing. You should love it way more than you hate it. Oh, you mad? I thought that you be happy I made it. I'm that cat by the bar to the good life. Moved out the hood, now you tryna pull me back, right? Get the bumpin' in the club, it's on. I'm with my eyes to chicks. If she smash, she gone. Hit the roof on fire, man. Just let it drop. I'ma tell you what banks for me, cause go ahead, switch the style up. And if they hate, then let them hate, then watch the money pile up. Or we can go upside there with a come on, they know where we be. You can find me in the
Thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. Tonight, it's on to Week 10 already. Hard to believe, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Denver Broncos.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. May going to throw right away. And he's got his man on the out route. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 3. They go play action now. May. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. When you look at this Bronco defense, this crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Looking to throw. May. It's taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And now an audible here into something else. On first and 10, here's Pacheco. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They'll throw with May. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
This is caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Isaiah Pacheco, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as they'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. Looking to put a drive together. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Here's 2nd and 10. And looking to throw, Penix. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Stokes. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So problems with Aaron passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
Here's May. And the Broncos get there and take him down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Second down. To throw, it's May. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. When you look at this Bronco defense, this crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Hey, what's crazy? Crazy. Crazy, 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 crazy. Say you hear, Trio? Crazy, crazy, crazy.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Yes, sir.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Across the line and to the ball quickly there, Trey Hendrickson.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game. Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5. To the air, May. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Anthony Schwartz, 35 yards. And the Raiders are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's going to have the Broncos first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
And the Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Penix. And this head straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They'll go play action here with Penix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off play action, here's Penix. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Khalil Mack. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
I know we don't have a special scoreboard to show it, but the offense, they've surrendered more sacks than they have points thus far. This defense, they're winning in all phases of the game right now.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. his man, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Throwing here is May. Wide open receiver, complete. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
He's got Smith here. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. They'll set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14. Back to throw here. And it's caught at the 7. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Now they'll auto to something else. From the shotgun, May with it. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Touchdown! Isaiah Pacheco. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Raiders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there, you don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
At the 43-yard line.
Now Penix. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Now a 2nd and 10. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. He's got the Michigan man, Colston Loveland. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give for Walker running right. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Now a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Walker. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Penix. Over the middle, he's got Golden. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's another Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. To the air, Penix. Well, I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field.
Crazy, 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 crazy. 5.
They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
As they began this this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people would think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think they get back in balance, and it helped them when they put the ball back in the air.
Here's 2nd and 7. They'll throw with Penix. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be out right at the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Penix. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
More yards. That's another Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I like what the offense did there, trying to spread the defense out with a 5-receiver formation. But give the defense credit. They stayed in their spot and were able to disrupt the catch and force the ball to the turf.
2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 35.
Gain of 15 yards. That's another Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And now they'll shift things around. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll fake the jet sweep and go instead with Walker. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
to throw. To the left side, he's got his tight end Loveland. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Kenneth Walker, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. Extra point put through by Boswell. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Oh, good-looking return set up here.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here. Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs. And sometimes you can be a little too quick. Thus, inaccurate, incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Hey, what's up? Crazy. Crazy. We're good.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Hey, what's up? Crazy. Five.
Looking to throw. May. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held him to an okay game.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Here's 3rd and 3.
Crazy. You're good, sir. Hey, what's up?
And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Hey, what's up? Five. Crazy. Here.
They'll try and throw for it with May. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. And looking to throw, Penix. Able to hit his target Lamb. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
That's good for Broncos. First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Now Penix going to hold on to it. They'll get just a yard on the scramble in 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised them there with that blitz on 1st down, but give them credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Now Penix going to hold on to it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for him first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Offense on 3rd down tonight. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
It's a gain of 2.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They run again with Walker. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
Here's Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he rifles one incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back, because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. They'll try and throw. Here's Penix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
He'll try to do it himself. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. There he goes again. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
A gain of 42 yards on the play. First down.
Here's May. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Anthony Schwartz, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Raiders add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point up and through. And the lead now up to 14.
Broncos 14.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Penix working out of the gun here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll go play action here with Penix. And he is caught by Lamb. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Penix. That's taken in by Golden. Here comes 2nd down at 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
Now Penix. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
That's caught. The tight end Loveland with it. Big strides. Look at him go. And all the way home, the Broncos score. Colston Loveland, 56 yards. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So just over 90 seconds to play, and this would figure to be about as critical as it gets here. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3 and out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That one looks like he'll throw here, as he'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's May. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. To throw, it's May. Short throw, hauled in by Kelsey. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
He had the option, decided to keep it. I don't know that it would have mattered either way, though. Defended pretty well.
It really was, wasn't it? Because option plays are really standard 2-point calls, and you have to prep against them, and they did their prep well on that one.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. And the Raiders have got it. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he will get a good amount of yardage back on 2nd down, but the clock still runs. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And a little bit of a consolation prize here. He's into the end zone. Won't win in the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
And they will not get the 2 points here, but it wouldn't have mattered anyways. And that will be the final snap of the ball game. So they tried to tack on 2 more, wouldn't have mattered as far as who won and who lost, but that's how this one ends.
Felt like cosmetics, didn't it? Just put another 2 points on the board, make the score look a little bit better. Maybe they wanted to run a 2-point conversion just to see what they had. Who knows? But it just wasn't necessary.
So for Las Vegas, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, They come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Run it down. The sun is up. So run it down. Get your money up. I put money down on all of us, on my people now, on what I love. Ooh, baby, it's dangerous. Your problems are just not the same to us. We're dealing with things you ain't seen before. We're feeling the weight of our ancestors. We're healing with ways that don't last for long. Don't have but the time and it obvious. No help for the weak, but the strong. Plenty here for it for all of us. Now bring out the drums and the and my homies got rich doing that they said wouldn't work. Bring out the and the it'll load up the place with them car. I see the bums that be wishing we end in the ditch and the pain that see them ain't hurt. I see the love that we give and the love that we get. And sure everything coming full circle. We went from nothing to something, got all of us jumping it that we made from the air. We went from running and with nothing to stop it, just beating the neighborhood, bruh. They ain't the person alive that be matching the vibe, and honestly ain't even fair. They ain't the do with the drive and the vision like I have unless I go look in the mirror, babe. So run it up. The sun is up. To run it down. Get your money up. I put money down on all of us, on my people now, on what I love. Ooh, baby, we run it up. Yeah, the minute the sun is up. There's no rest to when sun it down. Work it for real, get your money up. Believe it on God, put money down. I'm betting the odds on all of us. I do it for all of my people now. Put that on everything that I love. Church. Yeah, on everything that I love. Yeah, ain't nothing that come above. Now we go from angry and mad to happy and glad to find a solution for us. We go from sorry and sad to ready to grab a then get to the front. I want the money, the cash, the moolah, the bag, the currency, stacking it up. We want the freedom to live and the freedom to have. The things will be lacking, my bruh, so what are we lacking? I could point it out, so much that's around. Better settle down, no point doing that. Or they send the hounds, bite me in the, put me in the ground, turn me into ash, cut to carry down. From those who came up before me, I made a change of the story. Find me at work in the morning. Find me where people are mourning, man. Cause death is around every corner. When life isn't free for a person, dog, you act like an animal corner. Savage is speaking a language, y'all. You don't understand, you a foreigner. But nobody needs an advantage now. We need some balance and order. But you know that's never the case. Never a chance that they're changing their ways. It's never a choice that they're giving to you. There will never be just in the face. We sick for the sorrow and dance for the pain. No one to follow, it's just you and me. I swear that it's coming. We starting the day, but we wake up tomorrow and things are the same. Damn.
it down before he enter. Don't you hang with the ops talking about he don't remember. Trying to copy what I do. You was not a printer, cooped up, too up, make get they suit touch begging. I ain't even got $2, so you roll call when I'm coming with me. No, this ain't jump ball, you can't jump with me. Ballin' jump, man, touch hands, we bout to bump then. Better bang yours, cause I bang mine. This ain't happen overnight, it take time. You seen a Super Bowl, the cheat code. Game time. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time. What I want for Christmas too. That's the same time with me, it's game time. But with you, yeah, it's same time. Hey, keep playing around, get your head. Don't wanna live right, well, alright, leave you dead wrong. Hey, well, okay. I catch the dog, he getting the beats like it's Dre, like the money in the bank. You better play where it's safe. Told him belly fill his tank, run up to the next state. I get down, I get dirty, catch him out of public. Thinking he gon' get a pass from the slide me something. Hungry for it, see an issue and I rub my stomach. Enough paper to make a book, I could get it published. What? You don't believe me? Think for brown skin, real can see them. Got get it, go retrieve it. Short, small, when that's from Cali, but the cheetah print out white curve. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time.
5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. I could be the one on your new addiction. It's all in my head, but I want non-fiction. I don't want the world, but I'll take this city. Who can blame a girl? Call me hot, not pretty. Baby, do you like this beat? I'm made so you dance with me. It's like 199 degrees when you're with me. H-O-T-T-O-G-O, snap and clap and touch your toes. Raise your hands, now body roll. Dance it out, you're hot to go. H-O-T-T-O-G-O, snap and clap and touch your toes. Raise your hands, now body roll. H-O-T-T-O-G-O. H-O-T-T-O-G-O, you can take me high to go. H-O-T-T-O-G-O, you can take me high to go. I woke up alone, staring at my ceiling. I try not to care, but it hurts my feelings. You don't have to stare, come here, get with it. No one's touched me there in a damn hot minute. And baby, don't you like this beat? I'm made so you dance with me. It's like 199 degrees when you're with me. H-O-T-T-O-G-O, snap and clap and touch your toes. Raise your hands, now body roll. Dance it out, you're hot to go. H-O-T-T-O-G-O, snap and clap and touch your toes. Raise your hands, now body roll. H-O-T-T-O-G-O. H-O-T-T-O-G-O, you can take me high to go. H-O-T-T-O-G-O, you can take me high to go. What's it take to get your number? What's it take to bring you home? Hurry up, it's time to suffer. Order up, I'm home to go. What's it take to get your number? Hurry up, it's getting cold. Hurry up, it's time to suffer. Order up, I'm home to go. It's hot here. Is anyone else hot? Woo! You coming home with me? Okay. It's hot. I'll call the cab.
Man, I got this swag. My head matching my bag. You know I'm poppin' tag. But man, I got this swag. Man, I got this swag. My head matching my bag.
set it off. We ain't gonna take it no more, since it's almost over now, almost over now. You had plenty of time, there was no rush, but it was your dream to be like us. You're in dreamland, so you don't care. And as you wait, we're standing there. Can't be me, I'm a rock star. I'm rhyming on the top of a cop car. I'm a rebel, I'm a rebel, I'm a it's almost over now, it's almost over now. I guess you ain't heard that we swallow guys. It's too damn late to apologize. When you see the mantle, look where you see the sun. It's almost over now, almost over now. You think that you don't have to ever quit. You think that you can get away with it. You think the light won't be ever lit. It's almost over now, almost over now. Something on your chest, better get it off. There'll be no one left when we set it off. We ain't gonna take it no more, since it's almost over now, almost over now. Just better get it off. Yeah. Set it off. Look, it's almost over now, almost over now. You don't succeed, cause you hesitate. You think we're flying, but we levitate. Just be yourself, don't ask us why. Cause if you don't, can't be me, I'm a rock star. I'm rhyming on the top of a cop's car. I'm a rebel, I'm a rebel, I'm a it's almost over now, almost over now. I guess you ain't heard that we swallow guys. It's too damn late to apologize. When you see the mantle and when you see the sky, it's almost over now, almost over now. You think that you don't have to ever quit. You think that you can get away with it. You think the light won't be ever lit. It's almost over now, almost over now. Something on your chest, better get it off. There'll be no one left when we set it off. We ain't gonna take it no more, since it's almost over now, almost over now. You can't be me, I'm a rock star. I'm rhyming on the top of my car. I'm a rebel, I'm a rebel, I'm a it's almost over now, it's almost over now. I guess you ain't heard that we swallow guys. It's too damn late to apologize. When you see the mantle or when you see the sky, it's almost over now, almost over now. No one ever really dies. Do you believe that? Well, if not, for you, it's almost over now, almost over now.
Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once? I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Am I just... I went to a shrink to analyze my dreams. She says it's like a that's bringing me down. I went to a he said my life's a bore, so quit my
y'all can't talk about basic. Hold up, we mighty more Power Ranger. Hold up, mine also dangerous. Hold up, y'all talk outrageous. Hold up, don't get caught in the matrix. Hold up, got that touch of my savior. Hold up, give me that touch of my haters. Lyrics can't hear it no more. Stand up to the man, can't fear him no more. Sonogram don't feel it no more. You were driving a minute but can't steer it no more. Riding away but now you're chilling on shore. What's the use of being rich when your inside's poor? It's a glitch, what you don't wanna see more. You wanna see more, but you wanna see sore. Life done slowed you down, your body is acting up. Your mind is out of bounds, it's telling you pack it up. You shackle by thoughts and memories that's adding up. Like overseas, you feel alive like you can't have enough. You probably feel paralyzed if you ain't had a buck. You still feel paralyzed, the bucks and track. Friends is having kids, ain't adding up. What's the use of having a world with no love? What's the use of having a light with no plug? What's the use of ingredients with no sauce? What's the use of the physical with no source? We flared up, flared up, flared up, flared up. Light me up, light me up, light me up, light me up. We flared up, flared up, flared up, flared up. Light me up, light me up, light me up, light me up. We flared up, flared up, flared up, flared up. Light me up, light me up, light me up, light me up. Hold up, y'all gotta pump my taste. Hold up, y'all can't talk about basic. Hold up, we mighty more Power Ranger. Hold up, mine also dangerous. Hold up, y'all talk outrageous. Hold up, don't get caught in the matrix. Hold up, got that touch of my savior. Hold up, give me that touch of my haters.
I've been dealing, feeling, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm mocking, stepping, repping, flow electric. Time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God is beside us. Still ride with a in the fleece. I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the higher. These they come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes. I see through the lies they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for lifers. Karma, with your energy harness. If I'm back in the corner, I might get the clicking until I just feel a nirvana. I see blood in the water, homies are goner. He couldn't see the piranhas. Got it hot as divider, I'm from the bottom. On treacherous timing. They'll pop your melon in front of those seeds over that beef and broccoli. He poked his chest, now he can't breathe over that ego popping. I put that glass on my wrist and went window shopping. Gotta sow your seeds, they wouldn't believe on all of the fruits that blossom. Got the enemy toppled, I got the energy turning like 20 more notches. I've been trusting the process, no other option really is bigger than me. Got infinity stones inside of me deep, and I let the chakras speak. I will not retreat, you can never compete. Your flesh is way too weak. I've been dealing, feeling, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm mocking, stepping, repping, flow electric. Time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God is beside us. Still ride with a in the fleece. I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the higher. These ain't come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes. I see through the lies they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for lifers. I was stuck in the state of me trying to survive. I was ready to rise and ready to thrive and cut off the poisonous ties. Ain't no heart in the game, but even the courage we live in the wizard of Oz. Keep the money and change, we ruin the vibes and checking and jiving. In a turbulent time, and we need a spiritual teaching to keep us alive. No more selling us lies or selling beside me while the enemy hide. Yeah, I'm feeling a change in order. Treading dangerous waters. The demise of falsely idols. Get exposed to cold and morals. Ooh. I get the remedy, God is the centerpiece. Pray for my enemies, pray for my enemies. I get the tendency, you kinda finicky, huh? Dot on his head, dot on his nose. Follow the lamb, don't follow the goat. Pray for the homie, he died from. I've been dealing, feeling, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm mocking, stepping, repping, flow electric. Time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God is beside us. Still ride with a in the fleece. I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the higher. These ain't come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes. I see through the lies they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for lifers.
Why you all in my face, taking up all of my space? You should get out of my way, you should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do, I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think, you should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way. I got too many plays, I don't even play. Get out of my way, out of my way, out of my way. get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do, I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think, you should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way. 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 I got too many plays, I won't even play. Out of my way. Get out of my way. Out of my way. Out of my way.
All my friends coming with all they friends, and we get active, yeah. We get active, yeah. All of my tattoos black, my eyes bloodshot red. I'm ready right now. Don't run your mouth too quick. Let's get it. Stop talking. One way, my way, my way, my way, my way, my way.
Don't make me rap, you get your talking out my mouth. It's in my mind, really, this in my DNA. I gotta get it, I don't know no other way. Get out my way.
Gotta get kicked out and get your hands in it. Gotta pull the thorns out and love the pain in it. From the middle to the bottom, straight up to the top. You ain't living life till you're feeling the drop. Now if your crown ain't bad and your halo ain't crooked yet, you might as well be 6 feet in dirt yet. Some kind of danger, some kind of trouble. I call it digging deep without a shovel. To get dirty, you gotta get a little mud on you. You gotta get a little blood on your bruises and the cuts. The way you kick the dust. You can't get dirty till you get a little mud on you. A little blood on you. And say the hell with it. Like a diamond in the rough, it's the way you shine it up. You ain't living and your halo ain't crooked yet. You might as well be 6 feet in dirt yet. Some kind of danger, some kind of trouble. I call it
Well, Brock, we've got one more in store for the holiday, and it is a great one. The NFL on EA Sports has arrived in Maryland. Welcome to M&T Bank Stadium, football fans, for a primetime divisional showdown in the John Madden Thanksgiving celebration. It's the visiting Cincinnati Bengals taking on the host Baltimore Ravens. So amidst the food and family gatherings, there's one more football game to be played, and we're away on Thanksgiving night. His return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass.
And I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26.
Get it! Cowboy 80!
New quarterback run here. And he won't be able to get past the line. And very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ball game.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
He's going to push one. That's complete inside the 35. And he will get this inside the 30.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Offense in the hurry up here. This is Henry on second. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. He's got it on the bootleg. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Need to get that yardage back and a little bit more, too. And it's 2nd and 14. This one's to Andrews outright. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens finish up an excellent opening series. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. Luke tacks on the extra point. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Returnable from the 1. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
I'm one, ready?
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 12, behind.
Right to the air, Burrow. Higgins downfield, and he has it. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They get 23 on that one. And the Bengals have a 1st down. Big shot to begin the drive has them up beyond the 40.
Get set. 11, Thomas.
Burrow now on 1st down. Connects with fans. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. Big gain, 14 on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
1st down.
11.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Cincinnati.
Burrow gets it out wide quick. And he works it down to the enemy 44-yard line. Brought down by the versatile All-Pro, Kyle Hamilton. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
11, gun. Dot, 11, wide 80, dot.
Sticking in the air, it's Burrow. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. Trying to get it to T. Higgins. And things a little tougher now with 3rd and long.
11, mighty. Here we go.
3rd and long for him here. Right side cut by Higgins. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Gain of 15 there. And the Bengals have a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion, it made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
11. Here we go. 12. Wide 80.
Burrow on 1st down. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Ball Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Hey, can. Stop.
To the air again. It's Burrow. That throw finds Jamar Chase. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Working quickly here.
11 MT, Kate. 11 MT.
First down, Burrow to throw. And this is going to fall incomplete in the end zone. Not at all right there. They've got to regroup for 2nd down.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you've got a great chance to win.
Looking quickly here.
11.
So the officials are officially on board tonight. For the first time, a flag flies. Somebody moved early. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time.
12. Here we go. 12. 11.
To throw again, it's Burrow. Ravens get him. Down he goes. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
All the data lately has taught us really clearly. Sacks, negative yardage plays. They not only just destroy that play, they destroy drives. Well done, defense.
Going the wrong way. It's 2nd and goal now, back at the 12.
Right, 80. Stop.
Burrow out of the shotgun. He's got it. And that play is brought to a halt. They're going to say at the 5-yard line. And goes to the hurry up here.
11 MT. 11 mighty.
On 3rd and goal, here's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals finish off their opening drive. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Bengals start off well to tie things 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
I can promise you that is a throw, and as a quarterback, when it leaves your hands, you do not want to flirt with as this game goes on. That is a prime one that DB can cut off and take the other way.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. On the move, headed right. He takes it himself. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of the defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that 1st down anyway.
From the pistol, Henry. And he's going to be across midfield with a gain of 5 on that play.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safe call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down.
Alpha, sit on. Cut.
Running once more with Henry. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that one.
Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Geno Stone picks it off. Worked through his progression, nobody available, and by the time he checked it down to the back, oh, you could almost see it coming. A defender there to intercept it.
Because those defenders have clocks, too. I mean, we get so enamored talking about a quarterback's clock, but defenders do as well, and they know when that quarterback's holding the ball.
And he'll bring it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals parlay the interception into points.
Okay, you know what a run like that does? For everybody, for the play caller, for the O-lineman, for the offense, it just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little jump, but we'll get explosive on the ground as well.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. This will end up as a touchback.
Ravens take over first and 10. The Ravens take over first and 10. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 35.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up first and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's thrown again. Headed out right. Complete Derrick Henry. A lot of space ahead. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They've got first down here from the 36.
Here we go. Pass the 60. Pass the
36-yard line.
Line up the design keeper. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the first. That'll be the end of one here in our Thanksgiving night game. It's a 14-7 game. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They'll have 2nd and 7 to deal with. Likely's got it right side. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Baltimore first down.
They give right side to Henry. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Play action. Here's Jackson. Buying some time right. Now he takes it. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still third down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
As quarterback, Kate, you got to hope that those crumbs don't just lead to the cookie in the passing game. But a short scramble like that may open up a bigger one down the road.
A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And he won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's 4th down. And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. Before they run a play on 4th and 3, they decide to take a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Brock. They're going for it, 4th and 3.
Middle.
They're going to try to throw for it. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on down.
Well, this play never had a chance between the pressure at home and the coverage downfield. QB still got to find a way to throw it up and give somebody an opportunity to make a play.
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Brown. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
This is a heater going deep. Big gain downfield. At the 20. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals take a 13-point lead. McPherson at the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bengals double their lead to 14. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Gets away from one. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Lamar out of the pistol. And he put everything he's got behind it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Jeez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
He gets forward, that's about 4 yards. Brought down by Trey Hendrickson. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Jackson now on 3rd. Flushed out of the pocket. He's making a bid for it. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield down inside the 45-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Come on, come on.
Here's a design run. He's got room to roam. And he has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
It's really hard, Kate, to get 100-yard gains, right? Defenses in this league pride themselves on keeping rushers short of 100. But if you're going to hit that century mark, it's going to take runs just like that one.
Rob's the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Lamar back to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. Ooh, look at this, here he goes. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
From the red zone now. Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's Henry running left. Pop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. Offense in the hurry up here.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 3.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He rolls to his right. And he can escape no longer. They roll over and bring him down. So that's going to be our 2-minute warning. 1:58 to go in the half. More Thursday night primetime football in just a moment.
A 46-yard attempt.
Oops, knocks it through. And that gets him back to within 11.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
And the Bengals hands team does its job recovering that kick. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line. All right, I'm going to need your expertise here, Brock. You don't ever really call an onside kick there on a whim, do you? That had to be pre-planned, right?
Yeah, I think that was on the table well before they scored the touchdown, but here's the problem. That group on the other side, Well, they were prepared. They were ready for it. And now, well, you've added a little bit of Uncle momentum to that side.
Brought in inside the 20. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. It's a massive 35-yard pickup. First down.
11. Here we go.
From the red zone on first. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals boat racing them to the halftime locker room. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just expose them.
And he's got it. So they get the conversion, and that's going to extend their lead.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. First and 10. Lamar off the play fake. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's second down.
Incomplete. The coverage by Cam Taylor-Britt.
Play action now with Jackson. Rolling left, buying some time. He's keeping it. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of a gain of 8. Third down. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
From their own side, they're going to go for this. They need about 2. Pistol snap to Jackson. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. They crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. He had to balance, focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
Jackson yet again. He'll set up the screen for Henry. He dodged the tackle. And he's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. First and 10 from the 43.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Play fake, Jackson. Sends this to the end zone. And he can't hang on. Touchdown in his arms. It slips through. Second down coming up.
Brings up second and 10.
Has him on the quick hitter. He has room past the 25. Racing down the left side. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens chop some of the lead off before the half. The extra point is up and through by Luke. And the Ravens shave some of the lead. It's down now to 12.
Ravens 17.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
I'm wondering.
They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime. Burrow now on first down. He's throwing deep to the left side. He's got it deep downfield. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. They get an even 40 out of that one. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
First down.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
12, 11, 11.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. He's loaded another one up. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the Ravens make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
Set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Returnable from the 2. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Here we go.
First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And they shove him out. Looks like they got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Give on second, it's Brown. Through the second level at the 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals grow the lead coming out of halftime. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, and you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base, but it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Baltimore offense to the line now. First and 10. Lamar now from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Dax Hill. And the Bengals take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback.
Intercepted in the end zone. Nate Wiggins has got it. So the rare double whammy, Brock. It's intercepted and there's offensive interference on the play, which, of course, they declined.
Yeah, we talk a lot about these receivers, right, having to fight through contact and play through penalties. Same thing on the other side. That defense has got to finish it, not just be satisfied with knocking the ball away, but actually taking it away.
The left side is nabbed by Bateman. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
13.
First down, here's Lamar. It's Bateman on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
That's another
play fake with Jackson. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it. He was looking for Mark Andrews. And it's going to be second down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. Jackson now, third and long. And that's going to fall incomplete on a look to his running back, and it's going to bring up fourth down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Report.
Jackson's going to go on fourth. Quick slant here, caught by Andrews. Did he get there? Did he get there? I don't think so. Now the refs agree. He's marked short, and it's going to be a turnover on downs. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for first and 10. Catch made by Chase Brown. He won't find much there as it reaches the 41. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Now shotgun handoff to Brown. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up third down.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Higgins, the man in motion right. On third down, here's Burrow. It's caught. Chase has it. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Bengals have a first down.
Here we go. 11, right 80.
They send a receiver in motion right. On first down, here's Burrow. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that'll bring up second down.
Here we go.
Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing third and long. So 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
Gun. 11 empty. Right 80. Stop.
Throw here, third down. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
It's just set. 11. Right it. 12. Stop.
Fourth down, Burrow. He's got to his running back. And he's taken down at the 30. Look at that, no worry at all from their sideline, Brock. A 13-yard pickup on fourth down. That was impressive.
11 coming. 12. Stop.
First down, Burrow to throw. He will score. It's a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals trying to end this before the final quarter. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. One after up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals continue piling onto this lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
line now. 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Sign quarterback run here. He hits the lane for about 7. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Offensive line fast.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Drawn up for it. It's a gain of 3, and they are just a yard shy. 4th down upcoming. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Trying to get it on the keeper. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They come through massive gain there on 4th down, give him 24 yards, and most importantly, that 1st down. Now Jackson off the play action. Headed out right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. 2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Short pass brought in. Not a lot available to him. It's to the 38. Stopped by the rookie that time, Demetrius Knight.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Jackson now on 3rd. Getting out to his left. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Lamar out of the pistol. Escapes the pocket. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on down.
Coach is challenging to get the defense off the field with a stop. Rose to the challenge and delivered on that one, really overwhelming the line of scrimmage.
Here we go, here we go. Right in. Right up.
1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Trying for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Bengals grow their lead yet again. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Pistol snap to Jackson. That pass pulled in by Henry. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. 1 quarter left until we see who wins this game. And in honor of Coach, enjoy some turducken this fine Thanksgiving night. It's Ravens football. They're going to look for points here, no doubt, but might be too little too late for them in this lopsided contest. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. This one left for Lamar. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. Working quickly here. From the gun, Jackson. Completed to his running back. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. They get 27 on the play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first. Working quickly here.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing now on 1st down, it's Jackson. Trouble brewing, and the Bengals bring him down. And the big play drives them backwards. the design keeper. He gets the opening for about 9 yards, but still third down coming up. And dose of the hurry up here.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 11.
They draw it up for him. Play not developing as they had hoped. That's a loss of yardage, Brock. 4th down coming up.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, and instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
Offense up to the line fast.
That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Flush down out to his left. He's running with it. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Dude, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But Annette's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Forced out to his right. Past the line, he's going to run for it. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
You know, that's a really good play. I know it doesn't get the first down, doesn't keep them on the field, but what it does is it keeps that defense honest. And I promise you, the next time in that situation, they'll have that run in the back of their minds.
He runs it across, touchdown! The Ravens making the scoreboard look a touch better. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. All right, gonna get a 2-point try here, Brock. Jackson gets his offense lined up. Keeping it on the ground. Oh, they tried the lateral. It's a live ball. Now the Bengals have it. He's at midfield. The 30. And he does it, Brock. He takes the fumble all the way back for 2 points the other way.
Bengals 52.
The circumstances really broken just the right way. They open up not just the opportunity to force the turnover, Brock, but to take it all the way back the other way for 2.
It just kind of felt like everybody on the field realized it too, right? Everything lined up, saw the lane open to begin the trek all the way down the field. Unfortunately, he had enough gas in his tank to finish it.
Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been there.
Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals continue piling it on here in the 4th. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Going after up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals tack on 7 more to their lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. We've set it downs for him from the 31. First down throw for Jackson. Vacates quickly left side. He's going to keep it this time. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Offense in a hurry up here.
17 yards. And the Baltimore first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Hits his running back. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
First and 10 at the 30.
First down, here's Lamar. Rolling out to his left. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Has him on the quick hitter. He's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn up completion that nets them a first down.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down.
Brought down back at the 31-yard line.
Report! Report! Go!
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Gets it downfield, on target to Flowers. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
On first down, Jackson. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Bengals have it perilously close to their own goal line. Looks like it's at the 2. Inside the red zone, they could feel how tight they were to the goal line. And then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception.
I tell you what, football's the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual picks up all 10 of his guys out there on the field. Somebody else is going to pick up the tab at dinner tonight for him.
Gun!
It's Burrow from the end zone. That's complete to Gesicki outright. He will get to that 30-yard line before they stop him. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
That's good for a Bengals first down. A 28-yard gain. First down, Cincinnati.
Here we go.
From the gun, a get to Brown. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Right, 80. Stop.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up the... Taken in by Chase, left side. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
From a great throw to a nice route to catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Right, 80.
They're going to pass it here. He's got Brown on the slant. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all
11
over.
empty.
Second and 10. Need something positive here.
Here we go. 11 mighty. 11. Right.
Burrow to the air now. He's going deep this time. Catch is made in close. He's got a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals throwing 6 more on the blowout. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. He's going to field this at the 2. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Middle. Ready.
Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. He's got it inside the 25. And he's out of bounds. What a play for them, but will it stick? Oh, we got a flag down. Such an exciting play lost because of that penalty. And this offense now left to think of their next call as they make the long walk back down the field. Lamar off the play fake. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Return it.
Lamar now from the gun. Trying to push deep downfield. Oh, no, they get him yet again. DJ Turner comes up with it. And the Bengals are going to take over after his 9th interception of the season.
Well, we're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it, that's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
They've got first down here from the 36. Out of the shotgun, Burrow going all the way to the end zone here. And we shouldn't be surprised as they connect in the end zone for yet another touchdown. The Bengals are running them out of the building. T. Higgins, the touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
That one right down the middle. And the Bengals continue adding on to that lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. Baltimore offense to the line now. First and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Buys time, rolling right. Maybe a bit of... He's got it deep downfield. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league